slight frock change. And it's correct what you're thinking, yes, there is a big fucking toilet roll under this, which you can. And it's also very good, ladies and gentlemen, for doing, I'll demonstrate this for you. If anyone's got pigtails in a bucket of water, it's very much for doing a witch melt. Watch. Very good for that. Yeah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, during the interval, Lola has been touching up her face. It's taken her a while because she's got to. But she's been back there touching them up. But in the meantime, without further ado, let's crack on with this. Please welcome back to the stage the Roasters! Mrs. Moore, Miss Jason and Rose Garland! Bring it down, look. Bring it down. Girls, how are we feeling about... Look at this, look at this. She's like a one-woman rack with all these condoms and health.
There's free key rings and shit, kids. Come on!
It's like Cracker Jack. Have I just had some sort of stroke or something? Because everything just stops making sense. We're just... Oh, there's a drink there for someone. Oh, let's get the important things. I tell you what, it doesn't start with me. It starts with being pissed and having a shot of G. That's where it starts. Fucking advertising up on stage here. They're all bit. I tell you what now, we'll all like look at us, photograph us now, because Chris Jepson's down there photographing us. He's all up preaching safe sex. He's not going to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning when we're down fire. Don't worry, just do it! Safe sex, THT. I imagine. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage. No, not yet, David. No, you came too early, and that also is where it can start. Bless. What I love about this frock is it reaches the floor, and I think this is the first time the floor's had a clean in a while, so I'm just going to shush around in this kind of... Please, welcome to the stage. When I finish saying a name, play it. Right. Please welcome to the stage the one, the only, Lola Lasagnes!
I was going straight ahead. I thought you were going to say something else witty, Myra. I'm so sorry. Oh, shut up. So, this stand really wasn't a good idea, David, but never mind. So, hello, thank you very much, and good evening, and welcome to a night all about me. Yes. So, some months ago, I met with QX magazine, and this evening was planned. A chance to be roasted by these four cunts. I mean, my dear friends and colleagues, I won't lie. I said yes straight away. But then I wavered. I called QX and I said, no, I can't do it. Then I wavered again and I said yes. My mind, like the words in a song sung by Lavoie, kept changing. Yeah, they don't have to fucking be here for me to be nasty, do you know what I mean? So, oh dear. To be roasted is a great honour. Could you hold on to that, darling? It's a fan, you never know what that one is. To be roasted is a great honour, and it was suggested, fucking rude, suggested, that I may not deserve this honour. Well, I am here to tell you that, yes, I do! Yes, I fucking do. As has been mentioned this evening, this is the culmination of my 25 years in the business, my Lasagneversary. No, Grant Hing, he wrote that joke. Thank you, Grant, cheers. Honestly. And if I don't write it, he'll cry. Honestly, he'll cry. When Lisa Scott Lee doesn't have a fucking hit record, he cries. It's the same thing. Peggy came back in EastEnders tonight. He thought it was going to be Lisa Scott Leach. Shame. Anyway. Oh, did I spoil it? Oh, well. During this time... It's on catch-up. You'll never see this night again, believe you me. Except in your mind's eye during a fucking nightmare. But, during this 25 years, I have experienced the many highs and lows of the LGBT cabaret scene. Tuesday night gigs to an audience of 5 queens, 2 dykes and a dog. We weren't sure about the dog because it licked everybody. I've lost count of the amount of disabled toilets I have changed in. Sometimes with disabled people still in them. And so here we are at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern, which is everything the Black Cap should be. Busy and with British drag queens on stage. Although, to be perfectly honest, look at this stage. Tonight it's a veritable who's available. We have on stage beside us a miserable northerner, an alcoholic, a Northern Irish whore, and someone with a thyroid problem. On paper, this could be an Alan Bennett play. In reality, it's a tour of an Alan Bennett play with all the understudies on instead. 4 bitches a sex offender would ignore. Let's hear it for our roast master, Myra Dubois! The full face of the Phantom of the Opera. Myra is a real woman. Oh, the others are feminine. I think of them as my misses. Near miss, hit a miss, and give it a miss. Myra was born many years ago. Many years ago. And it was a beautiful sight. She opened her eyes. She sat up. She said, "Thank you, Dr. Frankenstein." Myra seemed an obvious choice to host tonight. I mean, she's as familiar in Vauxhall as slamming an HIV. Do you know how long it took me to think if that punchline was acceptable? Fuck it. I often wonder if the RVT use Myra to her fullest potential. Having watched you tonight, I realise they do. I've known Myra for some time, but very little about her love life, although I would imagine that her vagina is like her hometown of Rotherham. Everybody knows where it is, but nobody wants to go there. I would also go as far as to say that any sexual activity of any kind that Myra has is much like her humour. Quick, cutting, and at least one person cries. Although her harsh nature is a front. Underneath that hard-faced, cynical, apathetic exterior is a heart. And I think it's a true testament to your generosity that you let epileptic children do your hair and makeup. Well done. Mrs. Moore. She's here representing the Lollipop League this evening. She's the new girl on the block, and already loved throughout the United Kingdom by the mentally ill. Mrs. Moore is being hailed as the next rising star on the cabaret circuit. That's because cabaret venues are booked by dickheads. She's a feisty girl with a lot of spunk, normally on her neck. She's the pin-up girl for men who don't care. Known to many as the voice of the 1,000 fags. These are the fags you'd buy from Magaloo for €2 that give you cancer in a fortnight. Doesn't take drugs. She takes no drugs at all. She does not have a cocaine addiction, as many people have said. Mainly because she can't bear to look at her reflection in a mirror. Thank you for talking out front, but nothing you say will be funnier than I do. Shh. So, Rose Garden. She's Northern Irish, in case you don't know. In fact, no venue actually books her. She just phones ahead with a coded warning. However, Rose Garden is fiercely protective of her Northern Irish past. Fiercely protective of it, which explains why she lives in England, doesn't speak to her family, and has lied about her age for the last 15 years. The first time I met Rose, I didn't actually know it was Rose, but then it is very hard to identify someone who's wearing a leather mask in a dark room while they're being fist-fucked in a sling. I just remember walking past her and thinking, ooh, what marvellous muscle control. Never touched mint since, though. Rose is known as the drag terrorist, which is appropriate given the amount of time she bombs on stage. If you call Rose a slag or a whore, she'll just tell you she's experienced. But successful, whichever, experienced, successful. But your ass has been hammered so many fucking times it looks like Stephen Hawking's face. If I remember correctly, when I met her, Rose was quite the looker in her day. But like a fine wine, she's turned into vinegar. Miss Jason. Half drag queen, half sausage roll. As talented as she is slim. Miss Jason is the person she is today because her mother smoked during pregnancy. What some of you might not know, though, is Miss Jason has just become, this week on Tuesday, in fact, she's become the Donatella Versace, like that's a compliment, of the fashion world. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw Box Hotel. Yes, Miss Jason threw her first fashion show at the Old Chip Hotel in Brighton. And she's wearing one of her creations this evening, okay? Stand up and model it for it, please. Just, that's it, yep. They come in three sizes, big, bigger, and fuck, she's coming towards me. All of the ones Jason wears, though, are quite unique because they have a blowhole in the back. And she does fancy me, and we worked together in Boys in the Band at the Theatre Royal in Brighton 2 years ago, and it was a marvellous experience. We shared a dressing room. That wasn't quite so good. Because she tried everything to try and get me on her side. She bought me flowers. She bought me chocolates. She ate the chocolates. She then tried to seduce me by pole dancing naked. She spun around that pole and all I could think of was the meat in the kebab shop window. 3 in the morning, turning around, all that juice dripping down the side. Are you hungry, Alexis? But to be perfectly honest, Royal Vauxhall Tavern, if any of you want to fuck Miss Jason doggy style, just put a bowl of food in front of her on the floor. That's camp that you're getting hard because you're the only person I know who watches porn and comes when the guys deliver the pizza. But I need to say something nice about Miss Jason. And this is it. It's nice to see that in this time of worldwide recession, Miss Jason is doing her bit to help the economy of Thailand by keeping thousands of young rent boys in gainful employment. And now what I have to say is nice things, basically, because, no, I do. That was the roast, ladies and gentlemen. I think it fulfilled a purpose. I think I win. In spades. But, they say you can't be roasted unless you're loved, and I really couldn't roast this lot unless I loved them, and I really fucking do as well. So please give it up for my roasters behind me. Except Myra, obviously. We did go to Coronation Street, we did, honestly. It was fucking surreal, it really was. And we were there and said, oh, we should recreate a scene. What should we do? Should we do Gail and Eileen Grimshaw fighting outside number 9 Coronation Street? Should we do Vera and Jack Duckworth sat outside the Rovers' Return while it burnt down with Bet Lynch inside? And Vera going, oh, I bet you were smoking in bed. We did none of that. We just did Ina Sharples and Albert Tutlock instead. It was marvellous. It was.
We did Toya's rape, is what we did.
Thank you. So, listen, oh God, this has been a fucking surreal night. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. I really appreciate it. 25 years ago, on the 7th of June 1989, I stood on this very fucking stage and did my first paid show. Well, yeah, it was run... The place was run by Pat McCon, and my God, if you ever wanted to find a stereotypical Irish stupid person, he was it. He gave me money. He gave me money for that night, but that was 25 years ago. But this is also the place that I very first sang live on stage. It was on a bank holiday sports day. Adrella was on, I was here. She made me come on stage and sing Big Spender. I did. She got the ump and never asked me to appear with her again. So this place holds a lot of fucking memories, and I'm so pleased to say that not much has changed about this venue whatsoever, except the toilets are clean. And there's scatter cushions up the back. But this has been the end of my 25-year celebrations, and it's the icing on the cake to be here tonight, so thank you so much. I must thank everybody here at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern. That's Jason, Dickie, Katia, Robert, and all the bar staff for all the very hard work to ensure that this night happened. A big round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. On the sound, over on the right-hand side, we've got the lovely David Dolly Robson, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. Dana Ross, Las Vegas. Lola Lasagnes at the Vauxhall Tavern. Who's going to spoon you tonight? That's all I'm saying, David. So, twat. We also have to thank QX Magazine because without them this night wouldn't be possible as well. So please thank Cliff Joannou at QX for getting this night together. The lovely Christopher Jepson who's taken fantastic photos of all of us and all of you tonight as well. So if you're not out to people, just fucked, really, okay? And the lovely Joel Ryder as well, who's filmed this for me this evening. Not for you, for me. This is my keepsake. You might get one. But thank you, Joel. Round of applause for Joel Ryder, please. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And, of course, we wouldn't do this night tonight if it wasn't for the Terence Higgins Trust, ladies and gentlemen. Huge round of applause for Will Harris and all the volunteers here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's close to my heart because it's the first charity. When I started in 1989, when I came out on the scene in 1986, listen, I'm lucky enough, like some of you, to remember the days when you didn't need fucking condoms to have sex. But Terence Higgins Trust was the first charity. The work that they did and the work that all the others have done since, it's absolutely fantastic. The stigma of HIV and AIDS has been reduced somewhat. However, these charities are needed to carry on their fantastic work and to help educate and show people that there is a future and there is a way past this awful disease. So, Terence Higgins Trust, thank you so much. And tonight, through your generosity of buying a ticket. We do this in Brighton. We do these roasts in Brighton. We don't fucking charge in the door. We're stupid, honestly. No, we are. We're fucking stupid. Tonight we have raised over £1,000. And last but by no means least, I need to thank the 4 people behind me. And I meant what I said at the beginning. I chose the roasters this evening. This is a show. No, this is a show, okay? If anybody's going to sit there and not be entertained by it, it would be me, believe you me. So, I needed to have a fucking good time, so I picked 4 people who I knew were going to do exactly that and entertain you as well. Otherwise, we'd just give the microphone to the lot of you. Oh, Lola, she's fat. Lola, she's a cunt. Ha ha, full stop. Well, quite, indeed. However, you followed up with punchlines, and you're pushing your luck, Mrs. Moore. I'm going to fucking get you. Okay, how dare you have such a good fucking memory. You can barely remember your own name in 3 hours' time. Jesus Christ. She knew what I was doing in 1996. You're so fucking dead. Anyway, you girls want a Monday night vacancy, because she's going soon. Anyway, so, could you thank, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Moore, Rose Garden, Miss Jason, and Mara Dubois. So, it seems that I have to finish with a song. I wasn't sure what to sing. Oh, yes, I fucking will. Your night bus is due. You can fuck off if you want.
In Panto. I'm not going to see her, I'll come see you.
Thank you, that's good, that's great. But then we have those performances for special people. So,